Hey guys, it's your girl. Today's video is going to be just a little different. I'm going to show you guys how I make my favorite chicken casserole dish. It's so easy. Okay, so the first thing that I did was prepare the chicken, and that's because that takes the longest to do in my opinion. In this video I chose to use chicken breast, but you can use that or canned chicken, and you can season it however you want because all the flavors when you mix everything together blend really nicely. I just prefer onion and garlic on my chicken. I don't know why. It tastes really good. So that's usually my go-to. But this is my first step, and you can season it however you want to, as much as you want to. It won't overpower anything. The next thing that I did was my soup. And since I made a bigger casserole, I did 3 cans of each. So I used 3 cans of cream of mushroom and 3 cans of cream of celery. The next step that I chose to do was to preheat my oven. I went ahead and preheated it to 425. And while the oven was preheating, I went ahead and did the rest of the steps for the casserole. In this recipe, I chose to use the Townhouse crackers, but you can use whatever crackers you like as long as they have like a buttery taste to them. Once you get the crackers, you mush them all together and get them to like little crackled crumbles. And that's going to be the base of your casserole. And I mixed it with butter. I didn't include that in the video, my bad. But you just crumble it on the bottom and add the butter. Next thing that I did was I took all my soups and I went ahead and put them over the casserole base. And I mix them good in that. Usually I take a bowl, but for whatever reason I didn't do that this time because like I said, it's a bigger casserole. Usually I make like a smaller one, so I usually just put the 2 soups in there and just mix it, but since I had so many, I just went ahead and skipped that step altogether and put it directly on the crackers. While I was putting the soup on the crackers, I just slowly mixed it in. As you can see here, I mixed it in that way. Once I put all the soup over the crackers, I went ahead and gently mixed it together again, just to make sure that I had an even overall flavor and there wasn't too much of one soup on one side of the casserole. As I'm doing this, I had the chicken cooling off so I could chop it into small pieces. Once I chopped the chicken, I just slowly started chopping it into smaller pieces, and then I piled that on top of the soup mixture. And once I piled, most of the chicken, I went ahead and started stirring the chicken into the soup mixture to get it spread out through the whole casserole. That way there wasn't too much on one side or not enough on the other. I just went ahead and started doing that. Once you mix everything together, you're going to repeat the first step that we did with the crackers. This time, I'm just sprinkling it on top with the butter. In this, I did the crackers first and got that all covering the entire top of the casserole. And once I had that step finished, I added the butter all over the top and let that kind of just melt. And then I popped it in the oven. As you can see here, it's almost covered, but it's not completely covered. So I went ahead and used 2 packs of the sleeves or whatever of the crackers. I used 2 of those on the bottom and 2 of those on top. As you can see in the background, the Annie's cheddar bunny crackers. On the bottom, I did mix a few of those in there to give it like a cheddary taste. Usually I don't do that, but this time I decided why not, and it gave it a hint of a cheesy flavor. I've also added cheese inside the casserole before, and it gave it an additional flavor. I prefer it without the cheese, but if you want to add the cheese, it works good. I usually just use like a shredded cheddar, but either way, it's still good to me. I choose not to use the cheese, but I just crumble the crackers on the top. This is what it looks like. This is how it should be when you covered it. The whole top should be as covered as you can get it. And the next thing that I did was put it in the oven for 25 minutes. I usually do 25 to 30 minutes max for this recipe because I like it to be crispy and crunchy on the top. As you can see, that's why there's some darker spots. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. If you guys like this kind of video, as always, let me know in the comments down below. But this is going to be it for this video. So yeah, stay amazing, stay you. I'll see you guys next week. Love you.